And we are back, full crew in the house. We got all the Acquire.Fi boys here today. And the market, for the first time in a while, starting to show some signs of life. CT not completely depressed and wanting to jump off a bridge and rage quit over the weekend, which was kind of a little bit refreshing to not have to deal with that nonsense. Had some interesting stories this weekend. We got stimulus stuff to talk about. We've got government shutdown ending. We've got crypto bills drafting and hopefully passing before Thanksgiving. A lot of bullish catalysts and finally some bullish sentiment and green candles on the charts. Welcoming always our fearless leader, Mr. Jan, who's a little tired today, sipping on a cup of coffee at 4 in the after, 5 in the evening. That's risky business right there. And we got the chart man Andrew with us. What's going on, gents?
Howdy.
I don't know. I'm skeptical still, man.
I'm
I'm skeptical. I don't believe this. I think there's gonna be still red days.
Yeah, I think it's leaning towards the dead cat bounce as well here still. But it was nice to see, some support finally step in after Friday. But yeah, I don't know how strong this rally actually really is. I do think a lot of this was front running. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll see.
I think it's a good example of just how fickle CT is. Like last week, this time in midweek, or pretty much all the way till the end of the week, there's just not everybody rage quitting, and we get a little bit of sideways consolidation and like 2 okay green candles, and everyone's like, "Oh, we're fine. Market's back. We bounced off the 50. Nothing to worry about." Like, blah blah blah. Dude, a week ago, you were ready to quit crypto and sell everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on the sideline defense mode, to be honest. Like, I only bought a couple things, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, it's pretty violent swings. Like, they pretty much wash everybody's stops and lows, and then knee-jerk reaction pretty much pump the market. And now they're just, yeah.
So pissed my stink bid got missed by like $300 on Bitcoin.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm seeing like some wild shit happening in the alt market, like random old coins just like doing 100% in one move. Like, they're not making it easy for us to trade this market right now. That's all I can say. It's like, it's so hard to try to hit those. But you can see like everything is trying to, pump and survive. But generally, when you start seeing like old dead coins trying to like rally this hard, it's kind of a bad omen. But we'll see.
Well, to be honest, I think it's the market makers. I had some insiders saying to me that, hey, this is exchanges trying to pump exchanges. Sorry, the tokens that got redirect. So I don't know. My biggest fan, Elliot, is saying to dye my hair. I think you're right. I think blonde is coming back.
Thank you.
Well,
I think you got to go with the Alex Becker approach and just shave your body completely, your head, your eyebrows, mustache, everything.
I do agree. No, but I'm serious. I heard some rumors that basically these Dino coins. So there's a certain market maker that got really wrecked, and the exchange made a deal to fulfill some of the orders, pay back some of the debt. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely fucking with the market. That's for sure. Like, it doesn't make much sense for things to just be like pumping this hard out of nowhere.
Yeah, but some of these narratives is like security, right? It's, what do you call it? CCAS went parabolic and everything following CCAS.
All the privacy stuff.
Yeah, nice 20x.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think.
Right
did you get wicked out?
No, I mean, I got my profit type. Just like I always have my TP set, so every time I hit a double, I'll set another TP at the next double. So I've been pretty much clipping all.
Yeah, you got your 20x though, right?
Yeah, like I think my 20x was the top there. So
very nice.
Sorry, boys, I put in the top of the market there. My bad, but it's not like it was a big order. It's like,
wow, we're dumping. I didn't even see this.
Yes, So this is what I was talking about. So,
Ever since they put out that video of Mr. Mrs. Zazer.
For Zcash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. Very, very rough.
The market doesn't like female founders, apparently.
Yeah, I mean they like female founders. They like very attractive hot females. They get confused when it's like, you know.
Where's the Z going?
It's going to 0, bro. Don't even worry about it. I'm shorting it to the ground.
Oh no.
No, well, let's see. We'll just do a reload zone. You got your 38.2 for stops coming in pretty soon here. You got moving supports right there as well, moving average supports. So my initial thought would probably be, all right, we're probably going to have to like see if we're going to hold this 38.2. So kind of around here. And then from there, you're better off trying to hunt, you know, reload zones, right? Reload zones are kind of where we always talk about. And then that's also kind of where that last real big consolidation double bottom came in. So that's kind of the area that I would be looking for if this thing does pull back into areas of interest. Or if you're really trying to like squeeze like trend continuation type setup, you got to see if price can actually hold this 38.2 and consolidate around here. But right now, I wouldn't want to touch this. This looks like quite a mess. And I'm just clipping profits at this point. So yeah, not really looking to buy or touch that at all.
Actually, on Polymarket, I was looking at different crypto bets. There's one bet: is Zcash gonna hit $1,000? And I think actually it was pretty good odds. So yeah, I think if you look at Polymarket and some of these charts, I think you can get really good bets if you're really doing it actively.
Is it just betting like, okay, this price is going to hit this price by this time?
Oh, it was by 31st of December.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. Maybe I should just do that instead of trading.
I saw a guy posting about how to hedge, you know, how to use that to hedge with you know, positions like Zcash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of a call option or put option, right?
Yeah, and you get airdrop points, which are
right.
valuable. So, yeah.
Andrew, I heard your lighter is gonna be pretty good.
I don't know, man. I'm trying not to touch it or think about it. We went through some nasty FUD for the last few weeks, so I'm just gonna ignore it until the day of TG and hope for the best. But if we can get to a couple $100 points, that'd be pretty fucking good. Yes, he is a very handsome man. I agree.
No, but like, what are you seeing? Like, is there any opportunities at the moment? Any coins that you're looking at?
Yeah, so let's go through the major stuff first, and then we'll hop over into some of the altcoin stuff. So pretty much on Friday, we were pretty much right here, right against this 88.6. You know, we talked about this kind of being like the line in the sand. Prices like need to defend this level here. We can't really lose these lows, or at least this candle body here. And so it was really cool to see like on the weekend, like prices actually holding. And then we actually consolidated and put in a little double bottom here. And then with that little double bottom, we should see prices kind of, you know, going up a little bit higher. We already kind of had the move, it looks like.
I think you're showing
I'm not on this chart. Sorry, my bad, guys. So yeah. So pretty much these lows right here is kind of what we talked about on Friday, how we had to make sure these prices kind of held. So this is kind of like where we were. So it's really cool to see this 88.6 level holding. That's generally a pretty good sign. It's kind of where like the institutions, the whales, like professional traders are going to hit and try to play. So it was cool to see like the bulls actually come back in and step in. We got the double bottom. So now we just kind of have to see whether, you know, the market actually wants to continue rallying. A lot of this was predicated on the fact that there's rumors about the government shutdown ending. So I think a lot of this price action was just the market front running that. We got the news today that they are passing the law or bill or whatever to actually end the shutdown. And so the initial reaction is just kind of buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news. So that's kind of why I think we're getting that pullback now. So I think we're going to have to come back, retest that original breakout, and then just kind of see how this develops. If we can start forming these larger, kind of wider structure, at least within this zone, this reload zone, I think that'd be a very good bullish case for us. Otherwise, we do start breaking down and coming back lower. Then it's just a little deckhead bounce, and we gotta kind of reset and see kind of where things will hit. So there is potential bullish divs trying to build here on the MACD, but we would have to wait to see the neckline break above there. So still quite a bit of a way, but you can see that the MACD is coiling and starting to form. RSI, we didn't quite hit oversold conditions. Same thing with the volume percentage R. So we are still technically, there's still room for more selling. So momentum-wise, still have to wait. Maybe there has to be one more leg down. I was really hoping we would push further down into these reload zones. I think this would have been a lot sweeter spot to see some kind of temporary bottom forming. But, you don't always get what you want. So for now, I think we just got to wait. It's Tuesdays, turnaround Tuesdays, typically when markets do kind of reverse. So let's see how the U.S. opens tonight. And then if we can just start forming, more structures here, that would be our ideal situation. Otherwise, just have to kind of chill, relax, and kind of see if this range is actually legitimate. And then the big thing that I think people are talking about is that, yes, on the weekly chart, we did hit that 50 SMA. We tried to break below, but we confirmed higher. So we're still okay. So the 50 SMA is still acting as a bit of support here for now. But these moving averages are about to cross, and, we do technically have a weekly M here now.
That looks very choppy. That looks very toppy.
Yeah. And generally, when you get these weekly double tops, it's kind of a scary kind of chart pattern. Generally, the markets, tank pretty far after that. So right now, I don't think we're quite bullish. I don't think this is quite bottomed yet. We still have to wait for a bit more signals. And then in the face of the weekly chart, it is still a little bit scary. Just like kind of how we did back here. You get those weekly double tops, and then so still looking a little bit bearish in my opinion on the larger time frame. On the shorter time frame, things are trying to put in W's here. We are trying to consolidate, but there's still a long wall of worry that we have to climb here. So not crazy on saying we're bottom bullish here yet, but it is nice to see that we finally got some relief. And now it's just a matter of okay, if this does pull back, can we hold it? And can we put in a larger W? Otherwise, yeah, I'd be hunting these reload zones a bit lower.
More time to DCA, boys.
Yeah. Momentum-wise, it is coiling. Still no bullish divs. We did hit oversold on ETH, which is kind of nice. So kind of nice peak out there, but I think we still need more consolidation and resolution before we can officially call this a bottom. But yeah. Looking at equities, kind of same thing. We had that big double top bearish structure come in, and then we just kind of sold off. We talked about this original breakout structure to be retested, so it was nice to see that it tested and held. 50 SMA also held as a nice support. So right now you can see it is trying to put in a fractal here. So if the candle does break above this candle, then this will be a bullish structure. Otherwise, if we can't, then probably have to get a retest there. But yeah, it's really just, I think this was really just the buy the rumor, sell the news kind of situation, and we're still not quite out of the weeds here of the bears. So. Yeah.
But usually November, there's also tax season, and at least big funds that have performed really well, they might pull off their basically investments, take some profits,
Yeah.
report that to the LPs. Like I don't know. Like I'm I'm still pretty bearish, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's totally fair. I think you're right. Like, this is still tech sell-off season, right? And then people are going to want to clean their books before the year end. So there is still a bit of selling pressure here. So yeah, I mean, unless we get some kind of crazy bullish news here or something like that, but yeah. You can see the bullish div actually a lot more cleaner on the CME chart starting to come in here. But yeah, still miles away. And then if we look on the index here, we got those double bottoms. So we got that nice double top come in. So nice little quick reversal. But as you can see, we're actually already starting to break down again here. So I do think that was just kind of a quick little deadcat bounce, and things are going to start selling off again potentially here. Not the ideal situation, but it is what it is. Yeah. So, I mean, you look across the alts, like, yeah, I mean, most things are just kind of sideways. They are trying to consolidate, as you can see. You get odd ones like, Unipop, because they have a new governance thing that just came out. But for the most part, like, things are still just kind of trying to create structure against the lows here. And then you have odd names like, like looking at Lisk, for example. Okay. And then this is just like market makers fucking with people. So I saw a lot of stuff like this happening over the weekend. Kind of crushing people's souls of like, you sell these lows, you get washed out, and then boom, something like this happens. And then this is what gets people FOMO chasing and then wrecked. You never buy something like that. And it's coming right up against a 200 SMA, big resistance, and, wouldn't be surprised if this just kind of gets beaten up and right back down. But if you're able to catch some W's, some double bottoms out there, I do think those are kind of the plays that you can try to hit. There was I think we talked about BNB. BNB was one. So we did break out a little bit, but as you can see, it's already starting to break down. But I do like this big potential bull div still forming. So I'm probably going to keep this trade open at least until we lose those lows there, and then hope for the best. Nice 2-to-1 risk-reward ratio if we can get it right against that short reload zone back at the top of this range. But yeah, not much else is going on there. I think Link was the other one as well. Nice little cheeky W. We try snuck in there. Potential bull divs also trying to form here, and then little double bottom. And then reload zones. So still got to play within your setups. I think you still got to kind of like hunt within those areas. If you can get these nice big reload zones, get the bullish divergence, get the oversold conditions, and then you get the double bottom structures, then, off you go. But until then, you don't want to chase these big pumps. You rather just kind of wait till it comes back down. So, if you are trying to play that, you can try to play it in that smaller time frame, perhaps. But yeah, I'm not too overly eager in trying to chase longs here and shit. Athena was one as well. We had the bullish div come in back here, oversold conditions, little double bottom right against the 88.6 level. But as you can see, we're starting to get beat up again already. So kind of annoying there. We had an aerodrome trade from a couple weeks ago that's doing pretty decent still. We already hit our 2-to-1, which was nice. So a nice little 44% there. And then pretty much rest of the position, I'm going to have it set at that 2x mark there. So we'll see how that goes. It does look like it's trying to put in potential bear divs maybe. If we do break above there, then we should be okay. But aerodrome's always been a fun play for me. I've always liked this trade. Pendle was one that I was kind of eyeing. I do like they are trying to put in a little double bottom here right against their 78.6. We got bullish divergences. We got oversold conditions. I think really I just want to wait to see kind of a wider structure. And then once I get something like that, I'll enter pretty much on that breakout. Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, it's really just hunting names that have double bottoms, bottom of the range, looking at reload zones, looking for those MACD divergences, looking for oversold, overbought conditions, and then, yeah, it's kind of about it, really. I think Cardano. So this was a nice little short idea that we actually drew up from a couple, a month ago. Would have been a nice short. Would have hit your 2-to-1 right there on that big liquidation day, and then down we go. ETH BTC is also one that we were kind of eyeing. So we actually did hit our 2-to-1 there. So that was kind of interesting to see. So like until I start seeing ETH Bitcoin being bullish, it's going to be harder on the alts as well. We are trying to put in a consolidation now at that 38.2. We finally hit that 2-to-1 from this double top structure. So it does make sense for the prices to try to, reverse here. So yeah, just kind of monitor that, see if the big double bottom comes in there, and then, off we go. But it is nice to see those 38.2s holding.
For me, if you look at the long-term graph, like it's just pulling down.
Yeah.
Don't want to be the here again, but like if you look at some of these, like from the long term, like daily or weekly, they are going down.
Yeah, weekly charts don't look that great.
There's no reversal.
Like on most weekly charts, like here, let me go over here. Well, actually, that actually looks pretty good on a weekly there. That's actually putting a weekly double bottom there. So actually, let's look at Velodrome real quick. Oh, it actually looks pretty fucking nice. Ooh, I'm surprised I missed that. Oh, man. So you can see these nice little consolidation, big W's. Like that's a pretty big weekly W confirming. Bit of volume coming in as well. It's a bit hard to play this one because like I wouldn't recommend trying to chase this W because that's a pretty big, risk window. But if you are a W hunter, right, double bottoms, that's kind of what you're going to look for. I do like that weekly chart, actually. Kind of like how you look for weekly double tops. We're always looking for weekly double bottoms. You get the weekly double bottoms, generally a bullish sign. So Velodrome could be trying to put in a bottom here, to be honest. You try to set stink bids. You draw your range from I'm going to do these lows down here. Your reload zone there. And then, if you're hunting reload zones, you're pretty much coming right back to that original breakout level right here. So, or if you're really just want to play weekly charts, then you can try to hit that level there. But you got such a big risk window that, I don't know, it's not the most juicy looking trade, but yeah, I mean, it does look like Velodrome is trying to put another bottom here. So, that's
Good job. Good job. Hope you doubled or tripled.
Well, I don't have that trade, but
oh, okay. I thought you have it.
No. I was actually surprised just looking at it. I was like, oh wow, that actually looks pretty good. But like you were saying, like you look at most charts and it's just like blah, just nothing really on the weeklies.
That's why I'm like, someone's asking me like, hey, should I be buying now? I'm telling them like, no, you should wait. Like waiting here is perfect.
Well, that's Mr. Kim Jiho here asked, when is the best time to buy Ethereum for maximum results?
Timing is rough. It's hard because there's no, I don't know. Like right now is like winter. Like right now is the best time to buy. Like end of the year generally has always been the most profitable time to buy for me. And then you get profitable as you get into like the New Year's. But this market's been so weird lately. It's been hard to kind of get a reading. I personally would prefer levels. So like coming down around here is kind of like where I would think it's the most optimal area to try to hunt for longs. So that's like 2700 to 2100. But if we do start putting in bigger double bottoms here, then that might also be tempting to try to play, especially as we get closer to the year end. But timing wise, like, yeah, I really don't know. Like anything can happen in this market.
So I think here's my thesis. I think it's going to take a while. I think we're going into a little bear market now in the end of the year. The government is still shut down, but it's going to be opening now this week, hopefully. But here's the caveat. In January, the government will again go down. The government will have no money again in January. So we will have a very questionable, like 4 months, 3 months.
No fun till Q1.
But yeah, I think DCAing here is not the bad idea. Like over a 4 months period, I think you will get a good price. But I do think we're gonna be hitting like 3K, maybe even 2.5. Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully. I would ideally like 2K. I want to be hunting my reload zones. That's like where I think it's the optimal level right there. And then same with Bitcoin around here, that 94K, 85K.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think we can still get lower before we get the next big leg up. I was talking to a lot of people saying, we haven't reached max pain yet. What are you talking about? Blah, 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 liquidated. I'm like, no.
We have not seen max pain, but like the
Max pain
was definitely like a bad shape for everyone.
Yeah. Max pain is when people don't even bother going to bear post on Twitter. That's when we've reached, when they've actually given up, not when they're rage bait posting, when they've actually given up and just aren't on Twitter anymore, when everybody has stopped taking longs and just given up all hope. That's when I'm ready to ape in and we're gonna fly.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I mean I think that's it for the charts on my end. I don't see anything else that is worth sharing at the moment. Unless you guys have names you guys want me to take a look at and try it out for you guys, but yeah.
I think we got our requests in from Ethereum there. Appreciate the comments. I think your name was, at least Google Translate said Kim Jihao or Jiho. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but appreciate the comments regardless, man.
Yeah, I feel bad because I should be able to read and write Korean, but I don't.
Bad, man.
I know, dude. Don't. Yeah, my parents give me a lot of shit for
that. All right. Well, today, starting things off on the stories side, last week we looked at a few an M&A deal. Today we've got some OTC and secondaries deals. You can find these on Acquire.Fi marketplace secondary section. A lot of stuff recently, both on the buy and sell side. Despite the volatility in the markets, OTC and secondaries have remained bullish and pretty strong, especially for good projects. A number of different buy orders out there right now. We've got people looking for Solana tokens, looking for tranches with maximum 14-month lockup. So basically it's going through to the end of next year. Revolut, big demand for Revolut. Obviously, all of these have certain conditions that need to be met in terms of what they're looking for on fees, pricing, etc. But we do have active and ready buyers for these guys here. And hop in at any point, either of you guys, because I know you guys handle this more often than I do. Polymarket and Kraken, buying Polymarket, specifically looking for direct sellers with token warrants would be fantastic. Kraken, we've got Kraken Equity, I believe, or the pre-IPO Kraken up for grabs there. A whole bunch of good deals. I encourage you to go look on there. The other place you should check out is our deal flow channel on Telegram. Sometimes deals get put in there that go too quick to even get put up on the website. But just went up today. We have Mega ETH, sorry, this is a buy order for Mega ETH, looking for Mega ETH sellers out there. I need a minimum of 500,000 ticket. Tether Equity, with their big raise that they have going on right now. Minimum $5 million ticket. Tether available. What else? Sandbox Equity available. And Kraken, we mentioned before, available as well. Jan, Andrew, any of these deals you wanted to comment on, or anything around OTC and secondaries in general? What's kind of going on in the space at the moment?
None for me personally. I think it's pretty straightforward. We got quite a lot of different orders there, both on buy and sell side. We're noticing the secondary market being pretty active still, even despite like the general market seeming bearish. We're still seeing a lot of activity on the secondary side, which is quite interesting to see, to be honest. So obviously, there's still a lot of bullish activity from the insider fund side.
I think on the equity side, that's where the most interesting part is, because there's a lot of these companies that are waiting to go IPO. Obviously, Circle was the biggest one that did last year or this year, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think the upside on some of these equity deals is pretty big. I think they're still undervalued. And I think our sellers are pretty motivated to sell. Obviously, everyone needs liquidity at the moment, and there are just some funds that are in a very tough position where they just need to sell. But yeah, happy to always talk if someone is looking for any equity or token deals. We are the right place to come to. And just FYU, we're not brokers. We're just an ad platform.
Just making interruptions. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you can find again these deals Acquire.Fi, marketplace, secondaries, or on our deal flow pipeline on Telegram, which you can also find on the website, on our X page, etc. So I think all of us have a pin in our bio as well if you're friends with us on Telegram already. These are also, good thing to keep in mind, these are our public-facing deals. We have a private book as well, which we are all NDA deals. We need to have an established relationship and get an NDA signed, but that's not too difficult to do. So if you are out there, if you're a fund that is looking to pick up some deals, we do have some high quality offerings that are not listed on the website and in the Telegram deal flow channel. Same thing goes if you're looking to sell. If you've got tokens or equity that you're looking to offload, happy to help you connect you with our network of tier one buyers. We've got you work with funds, family offices, VCs, etc., all around the world. So feel free to reach out via the website or on Telegram there, and we're happy to help you get started with that. All right, on to some news stories. Not a ton of news. I mean, we kind of mentioned a bit of it. Probably one of the biggest things was Donald J. Trump announcing stimmy checks are coming back. This has been speculated for a while.
So bullshit. I'm going to call it out right away. This is bullshit. This is never going to happen. You can even bet on this on Polymarket. But like, if anyone was following this, so Trump tweeted this, and then Besant went live saying like, oh, no. This 2000 is going to come as something else. All right.
Yeah, very well could. It could come as a tax deduction. It could come in a number of different forms. But at least the announcement was enough to get people speculating and got the markets a little horned. I think that also definitely contributed to the pump over the weekend here.
No, of course, this is good from Trump, but like I think this is fake. I think this is not going to happen. There's so many problems. I mean, the government is shut down and they don't have money. So where are they going to pull the money now?
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. It's like they shut down the government because they don't have money, and now they're giving us stimmy checks? That doesn't make sense.
When does the government not having money ever stop them from spending more money? We're 30, almost $38 trillion in debt. That didn't happen by us being frugal with our spending. I'm not having money is not a barrier. But no,
obviously, if this would be real, it would be very bullish. We are going into a market where basically everything is overvalued. We have QE starting. How is that going to solve this problem of having too much debt? I don't know. Be ready to buy coffee for $50.
Gotta spend money to make money, baby.
Oh, I know.
Stressing out, man.
If this does happen, I think it happens much later in 2026, and rightly so. He'll be accused of trying to buy votes, but I do believe this would be something that would come down much closer to the midterm elections in 2026. Or if we get early.
This might be a secret weapon that Trump is going to use later on, for sure. I do agree with that. But like at the moment, I don't think it's going to affect the market at all. I think the pump was a little overreaction. I think we were so negative that we had to do something. And whatever good news that came from Trump's mouth was basically the catalyst. But yeah, I do not believe in this. I think I'm still bearish.
I gotta here. Do I have primaries for midterms? Yes. This could be something. I don't remember if they do or not. Yeah. So some of the midterm elections will have primaries, which I believe happen in like May. Yeah, primaries February. Yeah. So a lot of the primaries will start in like into mid to late Q1. So that could be, maybe a time they would use this as a catalyst to try and push those primaries in the direction they want to see them. So could be a surprise late Q1, but I agree. I think if this does come, it comes later down the road. Yeah, it definitely was the talk of the town over the weekend on crypto Twitter. Along with the announcement of the government supposedly not shutting, or the government shutdown coming to an end, but we'll see how that shakes out. Some of the other stuff here, we saw a nice little bullish open here, $1 trillion coming into the U.S. stock market beginning of this week. I mean, a lot of familiar names in the big green boxes. Nvidia, Tesla.
Yeah. I think Palantir has like a short squeeze or something going on, because there's like all these like big people publicly shorting Palantir, so they're like, nah.
Dude, I can't believe how good year it's been for stock market. Like compared to stock, I can't even comprehend. But obviously, like now people are calling this out. Like Nvidia, they're basically doing some what do you call it? Bookkeeping that doesn't make any sense. Creative accounting. Sorry, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stocks, they are overvalued. And OpenAI coming out this week last week coming out that they're going to be worth $1 trillion with $14 billion revenue. Like, doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, definitely overinflated for sure, but it's good for my bag. So just like, let me hit some more doubles on these blue chips. So like I'm set for life.
No, but some of these AI companies are starting to be like Enron, like Enron oil company back in the days.
Yes.
Like just very lucrative, good accounting, and can't really like. Where's the OpenAI's revenue gonna come from? Like to get a $1 trillion valuation? That's absolutely insane. Do you know? Okay, sorry, I'm wrong. There was what's the Dubai's or Saudi Arabia's Aramco. Aramco is the only company in the world that had a very good revenue, which was like $150 billion or $200 billion. And this was like 6 years ago. And that's when their value hit almost $1 trillion. That's the only company I think in history that has, don't quote me, but like Aramco for sure, but like who else?
They had a legit potential valuation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that same post.
Yeah, I do agree. We could see that happen.
Oh yeah, I would prefer that actually, but nobody wants to hear that.
I'm along for the ride, boys. Ain't going anywhere.
I want cheaper Bitcoin, please. Give me my 60K Bitcoin. I'll be happy.
That'd get the pot stirred up. A little 60K Bitcoin.
Yeah, I would not touch alts if that was the case.
Since we're on to bearish stuff, here's my article I brought just for Jan. It says dollars weak, stock at bubble levels. All the majors, Bitcoin, etc., already ran. Alts down 99%. Europe is gay. China and Korea not trusted. Gold at all-time high, and bonds yield nothing. Feels like everything's unbuyable. So what's left? I want to hear your takes.
It's actually a good question. Like, what's there to buy now?
Nothing.
I think 58% of the whole Americans are now parked in equity, which is the highest percentage ever in the world, or highest percentage in time of history. Like, we never had so many equity investors as before.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's too late to buy equities now. I think if you're already in equities, probably think of like taking profits. That's probably kind of like the direction to go. Things to buy, it's tough, man. Like I look through the markets all day, and I don't really see too many exciting opportunities for myself. But I don't know. I do see gold trying to rally back here now. So gold looks like it's kind of bottomed in here. So it looks like it's getting another attempt. But yeah, I mean, everything is so expensive right now. Like looking at all these prices on these stocks and stuff, like even all these gold companies, everything is so overpriced, so expensive. I think just waiting for a wash is like your best opportunity.
But then I was thinking, like, if the QE, and we start printing more money, like valuations, it's the fact. It's just going to go up and up and up, and nothing makes sense anymore. And we're starting to be in an economy where, like, attention is the real value. So it's very hard. I totally understand, like, young people at the moment trying to get a job and trying to invest in something, and nothing makes sense.
Well, this is interesting. Apparently, I'm trending right now.
Oh, nice, Nathan.
Good job.
Damn, you are sexy.
Let's have a look. What's it?
I hope it's your fat ass. Going global.
I don't know. I don't know why. This doesn't make any sense. So the guy posted about McGrib. We got a hockey highlight. Tucker Carlson. I don't know. I don't quite get.
Yeah, why is Nathan popping off? The hell?
I mean, I trend every once in a while, but seems to be no cohesive narrative here. All right. Well, there you have it. I'm trending. All right. Well, outside of that, speaking of Europe being gay, the EU putting forward their new law. It's going to be rolled in between now and 2027. But essentially, like the Machiavellian draconian state is just becoming more and more a reality there. We've talked a lot about the digital euro going into place. They're now, as part of this, going to require identity checks for all cash transactions above 3,000 euros and all types of crypto transactions, regardless of the amount, and cash transaction over $10,000, regardless if you KYC and identify yourself, will be completely banned. Like, I don't know how much more ridiculous Europe can get before people start bringing out the pitchforks and ropes, and France starts rolling out the guillotines again. Like, this is
Bro,
just
that's the thing. That's what I'm afraid of. Like, we lost control of our countries, the European Union. We are so deep involved with Russia, so we have to do all these transaction. What do you call it? Regulation. Like, what's next? Yeah, I don't know. Things are pretty bleak, to be honest. And now, actually, Finland is putting out, and other European countries, that, hey, you can't own BTC. Or if you own a certain amount, you have to report it right away.
Jesus Christ. That's so bad.
Thank God I'm not living there anymore. I moved myself out 10 years ago. So, but anyway, like, it's very hard. I love Europe. I think there's so many good people, so nice countries. But
agreed.
As long as Europe is there with the draconical people and with the old people that don't understand the technology at all, it's very bad.
Yeah, crazy. So backwards there. The fuck.
And it's wild because if we rewind, let's just say 24 months ago, it was kind of the opposite. The US was cracking down super heavy on all the crypto stuff, and Europe was still fairly open, at least compared to the US. Now it's a complete 180 by both. The US is beyond open, and Europe is completely closed down. Not to say that the US doesn't have their fair share of problems, which we've just recently discussed. But yeah, this is sad to see for Europe, scary to see for Europe. Also makes it a little more understandable why a lot of these privacy coins are catching a bid. The market will always find a way around these things. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but this kind of drives home the point why this technology came around in the first place.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a good example how fucked up this is. Now hold this. So, okay, Finland and every Nordic country and Europe country and Baltic country came out with this regulation, or actually a warning to their citizen that hey, you have to prepare and have at least two weeks of food and some cash. And now you're trying to ban the cash. So where's the logic here? Like, let's say a war comes out with Russia, and I have to have like nothing works. You have no electricity. You could have a decentralized system like BTC working, but you can't use a Swift or a Visa or whatever. Like, how am I gonna buy any food? I don't have cash. Like, it's I don't
Barter.
know, man.
You're gonna have to barter. You're gonna have to do some blowjobs here and there.
You know how you're going to pay for it, Jan.
How badly do you want the loaf of bread? Come on.
Hand job's still a job. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. We've all done our best to insulate ourselves from this kind of stuff, but we still all have friends and family that get caught up in these kind of things. So, praying that they can get themselves out of this in as timely a manner as possible.
Agree.
What else do we got here? Looked at that already. Little again, another bullish news. All this stuff, more and more catalysts building up that are going to take time, but still very positive for the medium and long term outlooks for crypto. U.S. Treasury and the IRS issued new guidelines giving crypto exchange traded products (ETPs) a clear path to stake digital assets and share staking rewards with their retail investors. Up until recently, this was all considered financial crimes. I wonder if Kraken is going to get the $100+ million they paid in fees back, or Coinbase, or any other people that they've sued or thrown in jail, or etc. for exactly this. Probably, we know the answer to that is, of course, no. That's not how the government works. You're unfortunately quite often guilty until proven innocent, and we'll figure out the rest later. But yeah, this move should increase investor benefits, boost innovation, and keep America as a global leader in digital assets and blockchain technology. Also, over the weekend, I don't have the story here, but Trump in a speech, and I believe also a tweet, saying that the entire U.S. financial system is going to be overhauled and brought on chain. That again, iterating that crypto is the future. Digital, everything needs to be brought up to speed. I can't remember if he said digital or blockchain, but talking about crypto and revamping all the financial rails. Kind of where a lot of us are hoping this heads to some extent or another, but the issue is going to be, what does that look like? We know this technology has great power for good and great power, as we've seen in Europe, to restrict people and put power in the wrong hands. But technology is inevitably headed in that direction. So we'll see which plays out here. What else? I thought I had another one. Oh, the McRib, baby.
Baby. Yes.
This is what Andrew was excited for. Mostly because the McRib's coming back. Oh God, I love that.
That's a good meme.
That's a good meme. The McRib returns. Historically, every McRib comeback since 2020 has marked the Bitcoin rally. See back here, basically starting off the rally up for Bitcoin in 2021 for the dice double top. Old McRib came back again in just before late 2023. McRib comes back, market pumps. 2025, McRib almost nails the bottom right before the late 24 run up here. And again, now at the end of 2025, the McRib once again coming back. Will it predict another bullish run up? And all these weren't small run ups. These were major run ups on Bitcoin and the markets there. I don't know. Could this be the signal? What sends us to 180 to 200K? Is the McRib the ultimate indicator that we need to start watching for?
I think so. I mean, it's been pretty spot on the last four years. It's kind of an odd indicator, but hey, man, if it works, it works.
So this guy, I don't trust CPI, but I trust the McRib oscillator.
Yeah, I don't trust the FOMC anymore, and I'm leaning towards the McRibs here.
McRib is the only power law I see. The McRib is my quant.
This is my quants.
I love it. I love it. Pretty reliable. I mean, compared to if you look at a lot of other people. So the good old McRib indicator. Thank you, Ronald McDonald. The secured overnight financing rate taking a massive drops in the SOFR typically signal that cheap money is flooding in and often sparking bold risks and surging asset prices. A move like this tends to signal Bitcoin and alt moves within weeks, not within months. Again, would line up with our projections of early Q1, potentially seeing some liquidity flowing back into the markets. A lot of talk about liquidity cycles and liquidity being the most important thing in the market, which the as a lot of people continue to point out all across crypto Twitter, the last 2 years have basically been PvP within crypto. We haven't had a lot of fresh blood coming in, not a lot of fresh capital coming in outside of the ETFs. Big issue with kind of the stagnation we've seen amongst alts with just the majors running and Bitcoin running there. But another factor to keep an eye on as we move into the new year here. Along with this, Senate committee finally releasing the long-awaited draft of the crypto market structure bill, something they've been arguing over and talking about since the beginning of this year. They've talked that they're going to try and have it passed before Thanksgiving, so in another basically 2 weeks here. This draft would be a great step in that direction. Who knows all what's in here? I don't know that anyone has done a good breakdown. This just came out literally within the last, I think, 12 hours. So we will be keeping an eye out across crypto Twitter. I'm sure somebody already has ChatGPT tearing through it, going to be able to put a nice synopsis together for us here, probably before the end of the week, so we can understand what's in it, what's good, what's bad, what's bullshit, what's fluff, where the pork is, who's getting handouts, who's getting their bread buttered the most. So that'll definitely be something we'll try and cover on Friday if the internet sleuths have torn through the Bitcoin bill. But definitely something that is long awaited and much needed to continue with regulatory clarity. So definitely good stuff to see. I'm not a huge fan of overall regulation, but we need to get past this area of try something and we may or may not sue you. Which is basically how America's been operating for the past 8 years, which completely, ruins, anybody creating anything in the U.S. But if they can at least come out and say, hey, don't do these things and you should be okay, that at least gives us a grounds where to start. Companies can start building in the U.S., creating new products, and gives us at least some hope for the future there. But yeah, that's
my biggest question here is how is this going to work? Let's say Trump is now in office for 4 years, and then we have a Democrat or a crypto hater that comes in. Can they just overhaul the bills that are going through now, or how is that going to work?
I mean, yeah, in theory, that's literally any bill, any law that's in place there. We are supposed to have checks and balances with the Supreme Court, with Congress, with the executive branch. But it depends how they set things up, how they put it into place, who actually gets to regulate or veto or pass. It's a very complex system. Fortunately, this is going to be a bipartisan bill. Well, maybe not fortunately, but this is going to get passed without both Republicans and Democrats getting what they want out of it. And I think outside of a few outliers in the Democratic Party, most people are on board with crypto and digital assets. They may want different things out of it. But unless Elizabeth Warren or AOC gets elected as the next president, which I think is highly unlikely, I don't see us having, even if a Democrat does get into office, which I also think is highly unlikely, that they're going to be, repealing all the crypto bills. There's just too much money involved now. I mean, you have BlackRock, you have literally every major, TradFi fund manager that's out there has their hands in crypto. We've got the ETFs. Those retirement funds are getting put in there. You've got all the largest banks adopting stable coins and bringing funds on chain. And that's going to continue the next 2.5 years of Trump's 3 years of Trump's term. So by that point, I think it's the economy is going to be too ingrained for them to completely come and pull everything off the books. Now they may change some things, but for example, the ability to have a government-controlled central bank digital currency, that would be something very, very hard for them to go in and uproot and put back in place after what's been passed so far. So we'll see. Theoretically, yes, they could pull some of this stuff off the table, but I think more important than from a legislative or legal procedural perspective, what's possible, what's not possible, is the fact that so much of the economy, so much infrastructure is coming on chain right now. It would be very unpopular with their donors, Republican or Democrat, to start taking things off the table. And as we all know, at the end of the day, that's what matters most, is who's putting the money in your pocket as far as where your vote's going.
Got it.
So, but yeah, that's what I got for you today. As far as news stories go, I am interested in following up more on that story with the new draft of that bill. What's coming? What's in there? How much pork fat we got to cut?
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot. I bet there's going to be a lot.
Oh yeah, yep.
There'll probably be a lot of revisions too. I'd imagine.
There will be. I doubt they get anything passed by Thanksgiving. I'd be surprised if they get something done by the end of the year. To be fair.
Oh wait, when is Thanksgiving? Isn't that coming up?
It's the 27th of November, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Okay. We got time.
Yeah, it's usually the last Thursday. Last Thursday of the year. Uh-oh, somebody's getting a call.
Oh.
It's an entire hour today, boys. Thanks to everybody
Nice.
that tuned in. Appreciate all the comments. I have quite a few comments today. Appreciate the requests. Oh, I'll tell you what, because we always ask for requests when we got them here. Crypto Vegeta wanted us to check Monero and Ether.Fi. Can we rip those charts real quick before we get out of here?
No.
He says,
sorry, which one? Ether.Fi and Monero?
Monero and Ether.Fi.
Monero. I haven't looked at Monero in freaking forever.
I figure since we're always begging people to comment and give us requests, when we get them, we gotta at least honor them, or there's no point in asking.
Okay, well, this is Monero right now. Let me see if I can find a better chart for it. Maybe this is the best one. Yeah, maybe KuCoin might just be. Well, we can you can see where the bottom of the range is. Boom. Top of the range. Do. So you're quite a far away from the bottom there. It's not really the ideal area to be hunting. I think you pretty much missed the bottom consolidation back down here when we had that retag of that 61.8. So now you just have to kind of wait for the actual pullback down again. You could try to hunt this range from this low to this high. If you think that this low is going to hold, then you should expect to see some consolidation or reload zone of the original breakout. So if you look at that reload zone, 78.6 lines up with that original double bottom breakout. So that's kind of where I would be looking to try to hit, is like right against these original structures. I wouldn't want to come up here. This is very nosebleedy. This is like, you're kind of chasing in the top here. So you're better off just waiting until you get that actual full pullback into that reload zone. Wait for some kind of double bottom structure. Wait for your bullish divergences, your oversold conditions, and then off you go. Right now, there's no real setups. I wouldn't want to touch this, and I would just be waiting and just monitoring it closely there. Ether.Fi. What's Ether.Fi's ticker? Hold on. I think I have to go on.
This is noobish.
Hold on. I think I gotta go on deck screener for this one. E5. Actually, where's the chart with the most data? I'll have a call coming up soon here. Okay, so we are in the reload zone now. So this is kind of where you want to see longs starting to form. So as you can see, the market did put in a little bottom here for now. So this is where you want to see this consolidation. You got this nice big bull dip. We were quite oversold, I think. Oh, actually, no, we didn't actually hit oversold there. Oh, surprising. So still room for selling there, to be honest. But I do like that we got the bull dip. We got the reload zone. And so now all we're really missing here is a double bottom. So if we can start coming back down without losing these lows and turn back up and get something like that, then that's kind of what I'm looking for. So that's your setup there. I wouldn't want to touch that just yet. It's kind of more of a V bottom at the moment. So wait for that W. And I think momentum-wise, you got the bull dip there, so that's good. And then you also got location, which is also decent from this move here. So yeah, not overly too bad there, in my opinion.
Well, Crypto Vegeta should be very happy. We can clip that as well. We'll post it. So if you missed it, if you didn't stick around till the end, you can see it on the Telegram. But no, seriously, do appreciate when you guys send in requests. Happy to take a look at charts. Happy to cover stories, etc. So please keep those coming. You can comment on the video on X as well for any requests that you have, and we'll get those sorted out in the next call. But for now, I think that's it for today. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. As always, like, share, follow the channels, check out the deal flow on Telegram, and until Friday, we hope you all stay safe out there.
See you guys next Friday.
Friday, hopefully.